Page 3. Exercise C. Photo story. Read and listen to people getting to know each other.
I'll bet this is your dad.
Yes, it is. Dad, I'd like to introduce you to my friend Susan Grant.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Susan. Samuel Pike.
Great to meet you, too. But please, everyone calls me by my nickname, Susie.
And just call me Sam. So what do you do, Susie?
I'm a photographer. Oh, I'm sorry. There's my husband. Ted, over here.
Sorry I'm late.
Ted, this is Kara's dad.
Oh, how nice to meet you, Mr. Pike.
Likewise, but please call me Sam.
Page 3. Formal titles. Listen and repeat in the pauses. Men.
Mr.,
Women.
Ms., Mrs., Miss.
Marital status.
married,
Single.
Page 4. Conversation model. Exercise A. Read and listen to people meeting someone new.
Who's that?
Over there? I think she's new.
Well, let's say hello.
Good morning. I'm Alex, and this is Lauren.
Hi, my name's Catherine Gao, but everyone calls me Kate.
Great to meet you, Kate. Where are you from?
New York.
Page 4. Exercise B. Rhythm and intonation. Listen again and repeat in the pauses. Then practice the conversation model with two partners. Page 6.
Positive adjectives.
Beautiful.
Famous.
Fantastic.
Great.
Handsome.
Terrific.
Wonderful.
Page 6. Conversation model. Exercise A. Read and listen to someone identify and describe a person.
Hey, who's Lucia Micarelli?
You don't know? For real?
No. Is she famous?
She sure is. She's a great musician.
Where's she from?
The United States.
Exercise B. Rhythm and intonation. Listen again and repeat in the pauses. Then practice the conversation model with a partner. Page 7. Pronunciation. Intonation of questions. Exercise A. Use rising intonation in yes-no questions. Use falling intonation in information questions. Read and listen. Yes-no questions.
Is she an architect?
Are they from Canada?
Information questions.
What's their occupation?
Where are they from?
Now listen again and repeat in the pauses. Page 8. Before you listen. Exercise A. Vocabulary. Personal information. Read and listen.
Nationality.
Birthplace.
Hometown.
Now listen again and repeat in the pauses. Page 8. Countries and nationalities. Listen and repeat in the pauses.
I'm from Japan. I'm Japanese.
She's from China. She's Chinese.
She's from Canada. She's Canadian.
They're from Argentina. They're Argentinian.
He's from the UK. He's British.
We're from Turkey. We're Turkish.
Page 8. Listening comprehension. Exercise A. Listen for details. Listen to each conversation and write each person's nationality and occupation, and check yes or no to indicate whether the person has a nickname. Exercise B. Infer information. Now listen to each conversation again and complete each statement. Conversation 1.
Mr. Yilmaz.
Please, call me Serhat.
Okay, Sarat. Is that your nickname?
No, it's my first name. I don't have a nickname.
Tell me, what's your nationality?
I'm Turkish, actually. I live in the capital, Ankara, but my hometown is Izmir. That's a really beautiful city on the Mediterranean coast.
And what do you do?
I'm a computer programmer.
Conversation 2.
Good evening.
Good evening.
It's Keiko Nakamura?
That's right, but all my friends call me KK.
So tell me, Miss Nakamura, what do you do?
I'm a graphic designer, actually.
Oh, how interesting. And where are you from?
Well, I'm from Japan. I live in Tokyo, but I'm originally from Osaka. I was born there.
Conversation 3.
We're talking with Pilar Rodriguez?
That's right, Pilar.
Pilar Rodriguez. No nickname, Pilar?
No, just Pilar.
Okay. So you live in Uruguay, right?
Well, I live there now in Montevideo, but I'm actually from Buenos Aires in Argentina.
And what do you do, Miss Rodriguez?
I'm an interpreter. I work for the Uruguayan government, actually.
Do you travel for your job?
I do a lot. I often go to Buenos Aires, Brasilia, Santiago, Chile.
Conversation 4.
So your name is Anthony Harris.
That's right, but most people call me by my nickname, Tony, so it's Tony Harris.
Mr. Harris, tell me what you do for a living.
I'm a salesperson. I work at a large electronics store in Chicago, in the United States.
So you're American?
Actually, no. I'm from Toronto, Canada, but I've been in Chicago for over 10 years.
So Canada is really home for you?
That's right.
Page 10. Reading. Read and listen.
Who uses English?
This is Mitsuhiko Tanaka, a computer programmer at an international publishing company in Japan. He is originally from Sendai, but he works at his company's offices in Tokyo now, where he lives with his wife, Tomiko, and their young son, Hiro.
English is very important in our work. We use it to communicate with colleagues who speak many different languages at our offices all over the world,
says Mr. Tanaka.
We also get visitors several times each year, so we use English for our meetings.
At home, Mr. Tanaka gets new ideas about computing from websites in English on the internet. He also uses his English in social media to keep in touch with friends all over the world.
Meet Leticia Marcus. She works as a financial manager for a Swedish automotive company in Curitiba, Brazil, where she was born and raised. She is single and lives with her parents.
I use English every day,
Miss Marcus says.
We use it in most of our emails and meetings and for calls to Sweden, the US, and France.
In her free time, she likes to watch movies in English.
It's good for my pronunciation,
she says.
This is Hamza Itani, an executive assistant at a 4-star hotel in Dubai, in the United Arab Emirates. Mr. Itani lives in Dubai now, but his hometown is the city of Beirut in Lebanon. At his job in Dubai, he uses English every day. Business travelers and tourists from many different countries stay at the hotel, and English is the most common language they communicate in.
Sometimes our guests need a tour guide, and if I'm not too busy, I use the opportunity to practice my English.
When he's not at work, Mr. Itani enjoys watching English language TV.
It helps me a lot,
he says. Mr. Itani is married and has a 1-year-old son.
Page 12. Review. Exercise A. Listening comprehension. Listen to the conversations. Conversation 1.
Is that man over there David Egan?
No, that's George Decheverry. David's not here today.
Who's George Decheverry?
He's the new manager.
Really? Where's he from?
He's from Marseille, in France.
Conversation 2.
Who's that over there?
Her name's Sonia Pereira.
What does she do?
They say she's an artist.
Is she from around here?
No, she's from Sao Paulo.
Oh, so she's from Brazil.
Conversation 3.
Are you from around here?
No, I live in Miami, actually. The name is Mark. Mark Zaleski.
Hi, Mark. I'm Lila. What do you do?
I'm an interpreter. I work for SBT.
You're not from Miami originally, though, are you?
As a matter of fact, I was born and raised in Warsaw, the capital of Poland.
Conversation 4.
Is that Marjorie Baxter?
Yes, it is.
I heard she's the new office assistant.
That's right.
Is it true she's from Australia?
That's what I hear.
Now listen again and write each person's occupation and nationality. Top-notch pop song. It's nice to meet you. To read the lyrics and sing along, turn to the end of this book.
It's nice to meet you, good to meet you, pleasure to meet you. What's your name?
My name is Mr. Johnson. Please just call me Stan. I'd like you to meet my wife, Mary Ann.
It's nice to meet you, good to meet you, pleasure to meet you. What do you do?
Actually, I'm a teacher at the Children's Institute. The little kids are really cute.
That sounds nice. Where are you from? Somewhere far or near?
As a matter of fact, Chicago is my hometown.
Could you say that louder, please? How did you end up here?
My father was a salesman, we moved all around.
It's nice to meet you, good to meet you, pleasure to meet you. Who is that?
Let me introduce you to my new friend Eileen. She's a chef and she's 19.
It's nice to meet you, good to meet you, pleasure to meet you. Goodbye, take care.
Page 14. Exercise B. Vocabulary. Genres. Look at the web page. Then listen and repeat in the pauses.
Rock, pop,
Hip-hop,
jazz,
salsa,
rhythm and blues,
classical,
movie soundtracks,
folk,
show tunes.
Page 15. Exercise E. Photo story. Read and listen to a conversation about music.
Hey, what's up?
Not much, just downloading some new songs.
Downloading? That's not for me. Too much trouble. How about some live music tonight?
Sounds good. Where?
Klepto's playing at midnight at the Spot. Would you like to go?
At midnight? Sorry, that's past my bedtime.
Well, River Tea's there, too. They're playing at 8.
River Tea? The R&B group? Now that's more my style. I'm a real R&B fan.
Perfect. Meet you in front of the club at 7:45?
See you there.
Page 16. Conversation model. Exercise A. Read and listen to an invitation to a movie.
Are you free on Saturday? The Pilots is at the movie center. Would you like to go?
The Pilots? I'd love to go. What time?
At noon.
Great. See you there.
To decline.
Sorry. I'd love to go, but I'm busy on Saturday.
Too bad. Maybe some other time.
Page 17. Vocabulary. Entertainment and cultural events. Exercise A. Read and listen.
A movie. A film.
A play.
A concert.
A talk. A lecture.
An art exhibit.
Now listen again and repeat in the pauses. Page 17. Exercise C. Listen for details. Listen to the conversations. Match the event and the place. Exercise D. Listen to draw conclusions. Listen to the conversations again. Complete the chart. Conversation 1.
Are you free on Sunday at 11:30? Nick Hornby's going to be at the City Nights bookstore.
Nick Hornby. I love his books. What's he doing there?
Giving a talk about his novel, Slam. Want to go?
Absolutely.
Conversation 2.
What's playing at the cinema center?
There's an old Marilyn Monroe movie showing at 7:10. Bus stop. Interested?
Not really. I'm not a Marilyn Monroe fan.
Conversation 3.
Oh, look. Agamemnon is at the theater in the Circle.
What's Agamemnon?
It's a famous Greek play. It's great. There's a performance tonight at 8 o'clock. You want to go?
At 8? Maybe.
Conversation 4.
I'm in the mood for a good concert. What's playing at the festival?
The Boston Symphony Orchestra. They're doing Beethoven's Fifth tonight.
That sounds great. What time?
At 7:45. Let's do it.
Well, it's 6:30 now. Meet you there in an hour?
Page 18. Conversation model. Exercise A. Read and listen to someone ask for and get directions.
Excuse me, I'm looking for the National Bank.
The National Bank? Do you know the address?
Yes, it's 205 Holly Avenue.
Oh, walk to the corner of First and Holly. It's right around the corner, across from the museum.
Thank you.
Or if you don't know,
The National Bank? I'm sorry, I'm not from around here.
Thanks anyway.
Exercise B. Rhythm and intonation. Listen again and repeat in the pauses. Then practice the conversation model with a partner. Page 18. Vocabulary. Locations and directions. Exercise A. Read and listen. Locations. Where is the...
It's on the right side of the street.
It's across from the park.
It's down the street from the museum.
It's around the corner from the theater.
It's between Main Street and Mercer Avenue.
Directions. How do I get to the...
Turn left at the corner. Turn left at the light. Turn left on King Street.
Go 2 blocks and turn right. Walk 2 blocks and turn right. Drive 2 blocks and turn right.
Go to the corner of Smith Street and Bond Avenue. Walk to the corner of Smith Street and Bond Avenue. Drive to the corner of Smith Street and Bond Avenue.
Now listen again and repeat in the pauses. Page 19. Exercise B. Listen for locations. Listen to the conversations about places. Write the number of each place in a box on the map. Be careful. There are 3 places, but 7 boxes. Conversation 1.
Excuse me, I'm looking for the city center. Do you know where that is?
The city center. Let me think. Oh, sure, go straight down the street.
Pacific Street?
That's right. Then turn right on Atlantic.
Right on Atlantic.
Then go to the corner of Indian and Atlantic. The city center is on the right side of the street. You can't miss it.
Thanks.
Conversation 2.
Excuse me, I'm looking for the art museum.
Actually, I'm not from around here. But I think that's it, right across the street.
Oh, right. I see it now. Thanks.
Conversation 3.
Ma'am, excuse me? I'm looking for the Clooney Theater.
The Clooney Theater? Do you know the address?
Yes, it's 600 Hudson Street.
600 Hudson Street? Oh yeah, I know where that is. Walk straight down Bay 1 block, Then turn left on Adriatic. Walk to the corner of Hudson and turn left. It's right there on the corner.
Page 19. Pronunciation. Rising intonation to confirm information. Exercise A. Repeat information with rising intonation to be sure you understand. Read and listen.
Where's the library?
The library? Let's meet at the mall.
The mall?
Now listen again and repeat in the pauses. Page 20. Listening comprehension. Exercise A. Listen for details. Listen to people calling the Kingston Culture Fest. Look at the tickets. Listen again and complete the information in the boxes. Exercise B. Listen for locations. Look at the map of the Entertainment District of Kingston. Listen again and write the number of each place in its location on the map. Be careful. There are 5 places, but 10 boxes. Conversation 1.
Kingston Culture Fest, this is Amy.
Yes, hello. Can you tell me where the classic film series is playing?
Certainly. It's at the Lamont Theater. Do you know where that is?
Actually, no. Could you give me the address and directions?
Sure. It's at 1175 66th Street, between Central Avenue and Greenway.
Thanks. The movies all start at 7, right?
That's right. Every night at 7 o'clock.
And one more question. What's playing tonight?
Tonight. That's May 6th. You're in luck. Tonight there's a double feature. Nice to Meet You and The 39 Steps. 2 movies for the price of 1. $10.
Conversation 2.
Good morning, Kingston Culture Fest. This is Amy. May I help you?
Yes, thanks. I'm interested in the history of Latin music lecture and concert on May 11. That's at the Natural History Museum, isn't it?
Yes, that's right. 110 Greenway, right across the street from Green Park, in the large auditorium.
Are there still some seats available?
Let me check. Yes, I have some seats available for the matinee. Would you like orchestra or balcony?
What's the difference in price?
Actually, those tickets are free. If you just give me your name, you can pick them up at the museum box office a half hour before the talk.
They're free. That's great. I thought they would be really expensive. In that case, I'll take the orchestra seats.
Fine. Those seats will be in row E, seats 10 and 11.
10 and 11E?
Yes, that's right.
My name's David Duclos. Oh, and what time's the matinee?
2 o'clock.
Conversation 3.
Good evening. This is the Kingston Culture Fest box office. How can I help you?
Hello. I need 2 tickets to the Ludacris hip-hop concert.
Which day?
Friday the 10th, please. That show's at 7:30, right?
Right. We have orchestra seats at $25 and balcony seats at $18. Which would you prefer?
I'll take the balcony. Are they good seats?
All the seats at Kingston Concert Hall are good, but I'll check for you, sir. Yes, those are front row in the center, seats 201 and 202. I think you'll be very happy with them.
Great. By the way, just to be sure, what's the address?
3600 Central Avenue, across from the park.
I'm confused. Green Park?
No, Lamont Park.
Oh, I know where that is. Between 71st and 72nd.
No, you're thinking of the sports complex. The Kingston Concert Hall is on the corner of Westway.
Thanks. Let me give you my name.
Conversation 4.
Kingston Culture Fest, can I help you?
Yes, I need 2 tickets to The Lion King. I just love that play.
I do too. It's a classic. Which day would you like to see it?
Saturday the 11th.
Oh, I'm sorry. Saturday's sold out. What about Sunday?
Okay. Is that playing at the Lamont Theatre?
No, it's not. It's at Kingston Gallery 2. There's a really big theater inside.
Fine. Where exactly is Gallery 2?
It's on Central Avenue. It takes the whole block between 73rd and 74th. On Sunday, the show's a matinee. It starts at 2:30. All seats are $50, and I think you should...
Conversation 5.
Hello, Culture Fest.
Hi, I'd like to order a ticket for the Picasso lecture.
Certainly. Which day, please?
Thursday, if that's possible. And how much are the tickets?
Let's see. Yes, I've got space on Thursday. All seats are $36.
Let me just confirm the time. That's at 8:30, correct?
Actually, it's at 8 o'clock on Thursdays.
And the lecture is at Kingston Gallery 2?
No, it's at Gallery 1. That's on Greenway, across from the Natural History Museum.
Between 70th and 71st.
Right.
Page 22. Reading. Read and listen.
Hot topics. Music in your life.
Wayne Suk, manager, Seoul, South Korea. I'm a big music fan. My favorite genres are rock, electronic, and hip-hop. I listen when I'm sad, when I'm happy, when I'm bored, when I'm relaxing, almost all the time. I actually don't download music because there are lots of good streaming services. It's so easy, and it doesn't cost much. I just click on an app on my smartphone and listen. I also love live music at the big concerts because you can meet lots of other music lovers. Every summer, I go to the Jisan Valley Rock Festival near Seoul. It lasts 3 days, so we camp out there and have a lot of fun.
Mateus Rocha, high school student, Fortaleza, Brazil. My favorite music might seem unusual for a 16-year-old guy. Unlike most of my friends, I enjoy older Brazilian music, samba and bossa nova, especially from artists like Tom Jobim. I play the saxophone in the school band, and I'm a real fan of the American jazz artists Grover Washington Jr. and Kenny G. I can't imagine my life without music. I listen to music every day on my phone or on my computer. I'm very busy at school, so I listen mostly at home.
Catherine Baldwin, English teacher, Madrid, Spain. I'm a real music lover, so I listen a lot. I even listen to music when I'm doing other things. I listen to quiet music while I prepare my classes, and I listen to exciting music when I exercise. If I don't, I get bored. At home, I listen on my computer, MP3s from my library, or to online radio. Online radio is much better than regular radio because you can skip songs you don't like. I buy music online too, singles, because I don't want to listen to 12 songs in a row by the same musician. You know what I hate? Big concerts in an arena where you can't see the musicians. I prefer shows in small clubs.
Page 24. Review. Exercise A. Listen to the conversations about entertainment and cultural events. Complete the chart with the kind of event and the time of the event. Exercise B. Look at the chart and listen to the conversations again. Circle the event if the person accepts the invitation. Conversation 1.
I feel like some loud music tonight.
Like what?
How about some rock? There's a great concert at PFX.
Who's playing?
Rock Around the Block?
Oh, yeah? What time's the show?
10 o'clock?
On second thought, that's past my bedtime. I have to work tomorrow.
Conversation 2.
Hey, there's a reception at the Clark Street Gallery for their new exhibit.
Really? Who's the artist?
Martin Yu.
Martin Yu. I love his flower photos.
Me too. What do you think?
What time's the reception?
From 7 to 9.
Let's go.
Conversation 3.
What are you doing tonight?
Nothing much. Why?
Well, I've got an extra ticket to Twelfth Night.
Twelfth Night? Isn't that a play by Shakespeare?
Yep. Want to go?
Sounds like fun. What time?
8 o'clock at the Stage Theater.
Great. I'll meet you there, in front of the box office.
Top-notch pop song, Going Out. To read the lyrics and sing along, Turn to the end of this book.
Do you want to see a play?
What time does the play begin?
It starts at 8, is that okay?
I'd love to go, I'll see you then.
I heard it got some good reviews.
Where's it playing? What's the show?
It's called One Single Life to Lose.
Think about it, I don't know.
Everything will be alright when you and I go out tonight. When Thomas Oben gives his talk,
the famous chef, that's not for me.
The doors open at 9 o'clock.
There's a movie we could see
at Smith and 2nd Avenue.
That's my favorite neighborhood.
I can't wait to be with you.
I can't wait to have some food.
Everything will be alright when you and I go out tonight. We're going to have a good time.
Don't keep me up past my bedtime.
We'll make a date.
Tonight's the night.
It starts at 8. The price is right. I'm a fan of rock and roll.
Classical is more my style.
I like blues and I like soul.
Bach and Mozart make me smile.
Around the corner and down the street,
that's the entrance to the park.
There's a place where we could meet.
I wouldn't go there after dark.
Why not? Everything will be alright when you and I go out tonight. Everything will be alright when you and I go out tonight.
Page 26. Exercise B. Vocabulary. The extended family. Listen and repeat in the pauses.
Grandparents, grandfather, grandmother, uncle, aunt, cousins, parents, mother, father, in-laws, mother-in-law, father-in-law, sister-in-law, brother, nephew, niece, sister, husband, children, son, daughter, brother-in-law.
Page 27. Exercise D. Photo story. Read and listen to two women discussing family photos.
Who's that guy? Your brother?
No, that's my brother-in-law, Matthew. He's married to my older sister, Alexa. And this is their son, Aiden. He's adopted.
Do they have any other children?
No, just the one. He's an only child.
Looks like they're having a great time in New York.
Actually, they live there.
They do? Wow! How often do you see them?
We get together about twice a year.
And what about these kids?
They're my younger sisters. Ariana's the girl, and these are her little brothers, Cole and Casey.
Cole and Casey look so much alike. Are they twins?
They are. They all live in Vancouver, but we keep in touch on the internet.
Page 28. Vocabulary. Relationships and marital status. Exercise A. Read and listen.
They're single.
They're engaged. He's her fiancé. She's his fiancé.
They're married.
They're separated.
They're divorced. He's her ex-husband. She's his ex-wife.
She's widowed.
Now listen again and repeat in the pauses. Page 28. Exercise B.
Listen to classify.
Listen and infer the marital status of the person in each conversation. Circle the correct status. Conversation 1.
Who are these people in the picture?
That older couple? Those are my in-laws.
Of course. They look just like Larry.
Yeah, they do.
Conversation 2.
These two are a cute couple. Who are they?
That's my aunt, and that's her ex-husband.
Her ex-husband?
Yeah, they're not married anymore.
Conversation 3.
Is that your sister?
Yes, it is.
And who's that guy? Her husband?
Not yet. That's her fiancé.
Oh, how nice.
Conversation 4.
Who's that in this picture?
That's my sister and her husband.
Nice-looking couple.
They were a nice-looking couple. They're thinking about getting divorced.
That's too bad.
Yeah, she's living with my parents right now.
Page 29. Conversation model. Exercise A. Read and listen to good news about a relationship.
What's new?
Actually, I have some good news. My sister just got engaged.
That's great. Congratulations.
Thanks.
So tell me about her fiancé. What does he do?
Well, he works at Redcore. He's an engineer.
Or bad news.
Actually, I have some bad news. My sister just got divorced.
I'm sorry to hear that. Is she okay?
Yes, she is. Thanks for asking.
Page 30. Vocabulary. Other family relationships. Exercise A. Read and listen.
Stepfather,
Stepmother,
stepbrother,
stepsister,
stepson,
stepdaughter,
half-sister.
half-brother.
Now listen again and repeat in the pauses. Page 30. Exercise C.
Listen to infer.
Listen to the speakers and infer the relationships. Use the vocabulary to complete each statement. Listen again if necessary. Speaker 1.
Well, after a few years, my brother finally got married again. His new wife is really nice. She has 3 daughters, and I know he loves them a lot.
Speaker 2.
Carol and I are very close. Her mom married my dad when I was about 7, so we really grew up together.
Speaker 3.
My parents got divorced when I was only 3. After a few years, my father married again. We don't live together, but I call his new wife Mom.
Speaker 4.
Leo's a great kid. I'm really glad I married his mother. The 3 of us are really happy together.
Speaker 5.
Hank and I have the same father. My mom is his stepmother. His mother is my father's ex-wife.
Page 31. Conversation model. Exercise A. Read and listen to people describing their families.
Do you come from a large family?
Not really. I have 2 brothers.
What about aunts and uncles?
Well, I have 3 aunts on my father's side, and on my mother's side, I have 2 aunts and 3 uncles.
That's pretty big.
Page 32. Before you listen. Exercise A. Vocabulary. Similarities and differences. Read and listen. How are you similar?
We look alike. We wear the same kind of clothes. We both like rock music.
How are you different?
We look different. We wear different kinds of clothes. I like rock, but he likes classical.
Page 32. Page 33. Listening comprehension. Exercise A. Listen to identify similarities and differences. Listen to Lucille Kennedy talk about herself and her sister Laura. Check the statements that are true. Explain your answers. Exercise B. Listen to take notes. Listen again for what Lucille says about these topics. On your notepad, use the vocabulary to write sentences about how she and her sister are similar or different.
We're talking today with Lucille Kennedy, who comes from a family of 3 kids. And, Lucille, I hear you have a younger brother.
Right. 5 years younger.
And a sister.
That's right.
And you and your sister are twins, is that right?
Right. She was born 8 minutes before me. I was the little one.
Well, tell us a little bit about your sister. What's her name, by the way?
Her name's Laura.
Laura. So, Lucille, do you both look alike?
We do, actually. A lot of people can't tell us apart.
Really?
But I wear glasses all the time. She only wears them for reading.
I see. Some people say twins like the same things. Is that true for you two?
Well, we both love Mexican food. We always have the same thing when we go to restaurants. And, let's see, we like the same kinds of movies.
Anything else?
Well, this is kind of funny. Sometimes we each buy almost the same clothes. Not because we want to, it just happens by accident. I go to visit her and she's wearing the same shirt I am. It's always a surprise.
So how are you different from each other?
Well, Laura's a great dancer. And me? I can't dance at all.
Anything else?
Let's see. Her favorite color is green. Mine's blue. She loves football and I love baseball. I could go on and on.
Well, how about musical tastes?
Oh yeah, I love classical music, but she really prefers pop. I actually play the piano, but she doesn't play any musical instrument. I'd say she's really more of a dancer than a musical person.
And how about your own marriages and families? Are they similar in any way?
Well, we both have 2 kids. I've got a boy and a girl. She's got 2 boys. But our husbands are completely different. Not at all alike.
Really? Well, thank you, Lucille Kennedy, for talking with us today about you and your twin sister.
Thank you. That was fun.
Page 33. Pronunciation. Blending sounds. Exercise A. Read and listen. Pay attention to the blended sounds in does she and does he. 1.
Does she have any stepchildren?
2.
How many stepchildren does she have?
3.
Does he live near you?
4.
Where does he live?
Now listen again and repeat in the pauses. Page 34. Reading. Read and listen.
When adult children come home.
My wife and I recently sent our last child off to college. We are ready to sell the house and travel, but our oldest daughter doesn't have a job and plans to move back home. What should we do?
Most North Americans expect their children to move out of the house at 18, but that's changing. Today, more adult children are returning home to live. Some don't have jobs or can't pay for the high costs of housing. Some are recently separated or divorced. Most are single, but some come home with a wife, husband, or child too. Most parents are happy when their kids come back home to live. However, when a son or daughter can't find a job or is recently divorced, there can be problems. And if their son or daughter is still at home at the age of 35, many parents are no longer happy. In your case, what if your daughter moves back home? Don't worry. If you and your daughter had a good relationship when she was younger, she'll be fine. Help her in any way you can. And it's okay to ask, how long do you plan on staying? Don't treat your daughter like a child. In our culture, adult children don't feel good about living at home, and they don't want to depend on their parents' help. Tell her you understand. Talk to your daughter as an adult. Have a discussion about paying for expenses and helping with household responsibilities and chores, such as kitchen cleanup and doing laundry. If you and your daughter talk and try to understand each other, everyone will be happier.
Page 36. Review. Exercise A. Listen to the people talking about their families. Check the box for family size for each speaker and write the number of children in each person's family. Speaker 1.
My name's Brenda. My parents, George and Nancy McCann, live in Houston. My father's an engineer and my mom's a homemaker. I'm actually an only child, so when I was a kid I sometimes really wanted to have lots of brothers and sisters. But I was pretty lucky. I had lots of friends, and my parents loved me. So it was okay, and now I'm an engineer like my dad.
Speaker 2.
You want my name first? Okay, Stephen Bartmeyer. I'm 22. Let's see. Growing up, I actually always wanted to be an only child. It was sometimes a little crowded around the house with 7 brothers and sisters. I'm the baby in the family, but my mom and dad were great.
Speaker 3.
Leslie Green here. You want to hear about my family? Okay, let me think. Well, there's a bunch of us. Maya, Ricky, and me, I'm in the middle. Walter, Sandra, and Andrew. There, that's everyone. But you know something? We have a lot of fun. We're a happy family.
Speaker 4.
Hi, I'm Jason Sanders. I have a younger brother, Gus. That's it. He's a manager over at PBM. Actually, he lives in Vancouver now, so I don't see him very much. What else? My father's retired. He stopped working 2 years ago. And my mom, she still works. She's a professor.
Now listen again. Top-notch pop song, An Only Child. To read the lyrics and sing along, turn to the end of this book.
Let me see the photos of your wife and family. Who's that guy there on the right, next to the TV? Is that your younger brother, John? And who are those two? Your sisters both look so alike. Please tell me what they do. I ask so many questions, you just answer with a smile. You have a large family, but I am an only child. How about your cousins now? Please tell me something new. Do they both play basketball? You know that I do too. I ask so many questions, you just answer with a smile. You have a large family, but I am an only child. I don't have a brother, but you have 2 or 3. You're all one big happy family. I don't have a sister, but you have older twins. This is a game I can't ever win. Do you have nieces and nephews? And how many are there now? things, are they different somehow? I ask so many questions, you just answer with a smile. You have a large family, but I am an only child.
Page 38. Exercise B. Vocabulary. Parts of a meal. Listen and repeat in the pauses.
Appetizers,
Salads.
entrees,
Desserts.
beverages,
Page 39. Exercise E. Photo story. Read and listen to someone ordering food in a restaurant.
Are you ready to order? Or do you need some more time?
I'm ready, thanks. I think I'll start with the potato soup. Then I'll have the roast chicken. What does that come with?
It comes with a salad, and there's also a choice of vegetables. Tonight we have carrots or grilled tomatoes.
I'd like the carrots, please. Or on second thought, maybe I'll have the tomatoes.
Certainly. And anything to drink?
I'd like sparkling water, please. No ice.
Page 40. Vocabulary. Categories of food. Exercise A. Read and listen. Fruit.
Apples. Bananas. Grapes. Oranges.
Vegetables.
Carrots. Peppers. Broccoli. Onions.
Meat.
Chicken. Lamb. Sausage. Beef.
Seafood.
Fish. Clams. Shrimp. Crab. Squid.
Grains.
Pasta. Rice. Noodles. Bread.
Dairy products.
Butter. Cheese. Milk. Yogurt.
Oils.
Corn oil. Olive oil. Coconut oil.
Sweets.
Candy. Pie. Cake. Cookies.
Now listen again and repeat in the pauses. Page 41. Conversation model. Exercise A. Read and listen to someone asking for a restaurant recommendation.
Could you recommend a restaurant for this evening?
Sure. What are you in the mood for?
I don't know. Maybe a sandwich. I'm not very hungry.
Actually, there's a great place nearby. It's called Tom's. Would you like directions?
Degrees of hunger. Listen and repeat in the pauses.
Not very hungry.
Really hungry.
Starving.
Page 42. Conversation model. Exercise A. Read and listen to someone ordering dinner from a menu.
I'll have the pasta for my main course, please. What does that come with?
It comes with soup or a salad.
What kind of soup is there?
There's tomato soup or chicken soup.
I'd like the salad, please.
Certainly. And to drink?
Water, please.
Exercise B. Rhythm and intonation. Listen again and repeat in the pauses. Then practice the conversation model with a partner. Page 43. Pronunciation. The. Exercise A. Compare the pronunciation of the before consonant and vowel sounds. Read and listen. Before consonant sounds.
The chicken. The soup. The juice. The hot appetizer. The fried eggs.
Before vowel sounds.
The orange juice. The onion soup. The apple juice. The appetizer. The eggs.
Now listen again and repeat in the pauses. Page 44. Before you listen. Vocabulary. Communicating with a waiter or waitress. Read and listen.
Excuse me.
We're ready to order.
I'm sorry, this isn't what I ordered.
We'll take the check, please. Is the tip included? Do you accept credit cards?
Now listen again and repeat in the pauses. Page 44. Listening comprehension. Exercise A. Listen to predict. Listen to the conversations in a restaurant. And predict the next thing you think the customer will say to the server. Explain your answers. Conversation 1.
Can you believe this check?
What do you mean?
Look, this is more than I earn in a week.
Oh my gosh, I don't have that kind of cash on me.
Conversation 2.
What are you in the mood for?
Something fast. I don't have much time.
Well, why don't you order soup? I have your favorite, black bean.
Good idea. That won't take long.
Conversation 3.
Excuse me, are you finished with your meal?
Yes, thanks. It was delicious.
Would you care for some dessert or some coffee or an after-dinner drink?
Conversation 4.
Oh no! Where's the waiter? I wanted the pasta salad.
What salad is that?
I'm not sure. It looks like a seafood salad. Oh, there he is.
Conversation 5.
Good evening. I'm John and I'll be your server. Would you like to hear about tonight's specials?
Actually, no, thanks. We're ready to order.
Certainly.
Page 46. Before you read. Exercise A. Vocabulary. Adjectives to describe the healthfulness of food. Read and listen.
Healthy,
Unhealthy.
fatty, high fat,
Low fat.
salty,
Sweet.
high calorie.
Low calorie.
Now listen again and repeat in the pauses. Page 46. Reading. Read and listen.
Did you know? Just one supersized fast food meal can have more calories than you should eat in an entire day. These tips can help you eat healthy meals and maintain a healthy weight when eating out and when eating at home. When you eat out, control your portions. Many people eat larger portions than they need, especially when eating away from home. Order something small or ask for a half portion. If you do order a large meal, take half of it home or split it with someone else at the table. Sharing food is also less expensive. Avoid unhealthy snacks such as pizza, candy, and fast food. When you do get fast food, skip the fries and other high-calorie, fatty, or salty options. Choose healthy options. Grilled chicken and fish are low-fat and low-calorie. If you really want some fried food, remove the breading from the food so it won't have so many calories. And at home, avoid eating in front of the TV. If you eat while you are doing other things, it's easy to lose track of how much you are eating. Eat slowly. Let your brain get the message that your stomach is full. Your brain needs about 20 minutes before it gets that message. If you eat fast, you will eat more food. Quick tips. Try to avoid high-calorie cookies and cake for dessert. If you love sweets, try low-fat frozen yogurt or fruit for dessert instead. Yogurt and fruit are both sweet and healthy. Avoid adding sugar to your food and drinks.
Page 48. Review. Exercise A. Listen to the conversations. Where are the people? Circle at home or in a restaurant. Then predict what each person will say next and complete the statements. Conversation 1.
I feel like something sweet. Do you think the price of the entree includes dessert?
The menu doesn't say. Just ask.
Conversation 2.
Mom, there's nothing in this fridge but veggies.
Oh, Caroline, what's wrong with veggies? They're so good for you.
But I feel like eating something really fatty and salty, like fries.
Conversation 3.
What do you feel like eating?
Actually, I feel like seafood tonight.
Well, there's a fried squid appetizer and grilled fish for a main course.
Conversation 4.
Is there anything good to eat?
You bet there is. There's cheese, eggs, butter, and some really nice lettuce.
Top-notch pop song, The World Cafe. To read the lyrics and sing along, turn to the end of this book.
Is there something that you want? Is there anything you need? Have you made up your mind what you want to eat? Place your order now, or do you need more time? Why not start with some juice, lemon, orange, or lime? Some like it hot, some like it sweet, some like it really spicy. You may not like everything you eat, but I think we're doing nicely. I can't understand every word you say. Tonight we're speaking English at the World Cafe. I'll take the main course now. I think I'll have the fish. Does it come with a choice of another dish? Excuse me, waiter, please. I think I'm in the mood for a little dessert, and the cake looks good. Do you know, are there any low-fat desserts that we could try now? I feel like having a bowl of fruit. Do you have to say goodbye now? I can't understand every word you say. Tonight we're speaking English at the World Cafe. Apples, oranges, cheese and ham, coffee, juice, milk, bread and jam, rice and beans, meat and potatoes, eggs and ice cream, grilled tomatoes. That's the menu, that's the list. Is there anything I missed? I can't understand every word you say. Tonight we're speaking English at the World Cafe. Speaking English at the World Cafe.
Page 50. Exercise A. Vocabulary.
Electronic devices.
A tablet.
A laptop computer.
A desktop computer.
A keyboard.
A GPS.
A smartphone.
A cell phone.
A flash drive.
A digital camera.
Headphones.
Earbuds.
A projector.
A printer.
A webcam.
Speakers.
Page 51. Exercise C. Photo story. Read and listen to a conversation about a product that's not working.
This printer's driving me crazy. It's on the blink again.
What's wrong with it?
What isn't wrong with it? It's an absolute lemon.
No, seriously, what's the problem?
Well, first off, the thing's an antique. It's 10 years old.
Okay. And?
And it's so slow. It takes hours to print, and now it won't print at all.
Well, that is a problem. Maybe it's fixable. Let me have a look.
Don't bother, it's not worth it. The thing's obsolete anyway. It's not wireless, it has no scanner, it can't photocopy.
Sounds like you're ready for an upgrade. Airport Electronics is having a sale. Let's get you something more up-to-date.
Page 52. Conversation model. Exercise A. Read and listen to someone suggest a brand and a model.
Hey, Rachel. What are you doing?
I'm uploading a video.
What kind of camcorder do you have?
It's a Vista, but I need a new one. Mine's obsolete. Any suggestions?
What about the Alton? I hear the MX2 is great, and it's inexpensive.
Really?
You know, I'm going shopping at the mall after work. Would you like to come along?
Positive descriptions. Listen and repeat in the pauses.
Pretty good. Great. Terrific. Awesome.
Page 52. Pronunciation. Intonation of questions. Listen and check for rising or falling intonation. Then take turns saying each question. 1.
What are you doing?
2.
Are you buying a computer?
3.
What time are you going?
4.
Is she looking for a new printer?
Page 53. Vocabulary.
Collocations fought using electronic devices.
Read and listen.
Take a picture. Take a photo.
Upload a photo.
Make a video.
Scan a document.
Make a photocopy.
Now listen again and repeat in the pauses. Page 54. Conversation model. Exercise A. Read and listen to people discussing a problem.
Hi, Ed. How's it going?
Fine, thanks. But my microwave's not working again.
Again? I'm sorry to hear that. What brand is it?
A quick point. It's a piece of junk.
Ways to sympathize.
I'm sorry to hear that.
That's too bad.
That's a shame.
Oh no.
Negative descriptions.
A piece of junk.
Pretty bad.
Terrible.
Awful.
Horrible.
A lemon.
Page 54. Vocabulary. Household appliances and machines. Exercise A. Read and listen. 1.
A food processor.
2.
A hairdryer.
3.
A pressure cooker.
4.
A dishwasher.
5.
A coffee maker.
6.
A rice cooker.
7.
A fan.
8.
A stove.
9.
An oven.
10.
A juicer.
11.
A washing machine.
12.
A dryer.
13.
A blender.
14.
A freezer.
15.
A refrigerator. A fridge.
16.
An air conditioner.
17.
A vacuum cleaner.
Page 55. Exercise C. Listen to predict. Listen and write the name of the appliance and predict what the other person will say. Check the box. Speaker 1.
Oh my gosh. My parents are coming in a half hour and I don't have enough clean dishes for all of us at the table. The machine is on the blink. Can you wash some by hand?
Speaker 2.
It's like an oven outside and it's so nice and cool in here. And what a small machine. What brand is it?
Speaker 3.
I need to heat up this coffee. How many seconds should I give it?
Speaker 4.
Matt, what happened? Everything is warm in this thing. Just look at this ice cream. Did you leave the door open?
Speaker 5.
Am I doing something wrong? Taste this. It tastes like water. And why isn't it hot or black?
Speaker 6.
That shirt looks so nice and clean. All the chocolate is gone. That machine is absolutely top-notch.
Speaker 7.
It's hot today. Let's make a nice cool drink. What do you think? I'll just put some sugar, lemon juice, and ice in this thing. It'll be ready in an instant.
Speaker 8.
Oh, no. Look at the time. Your parents are coming in 15 minutes. I can make a soup really fast. Can you get that thing out of the closet for me? It makes a nice soup in a half hour. A regular pot takes all day.
Page 56. Before you listen. Exercise A. Vocabulary. Ways to state a problem. Read and listen.
The window won't open. The window won't close.
The iron won't turn on. The air conditioning won't turn off.
The fridge is making a funny sound. The toilet won't flush.
The sink is clogged.
Now listen again and repeat in the pauses. Page 56. Listening comprehension. Exercise A. Listen for details. Listen to the conversations. Write the room number for each complaint. Conversation 1.
Front desk.
This is Mr. Ramos. There's a serious problem with my room.
I'm sorry to hear that. What is it?
It's the toilet. It won't stop flushing.
It won't stop flushing?
Yes, that's right. And it's making a lot of noise.
Any other problems, Mr. Ramos?
Actually, yes. The TV won't turn on.
Oh, my goodness. What room are you in?
203.
Conversation 2.
Front desk, this is Ahmed.
Yes, this is Mrs. Johnson in 732. I have an emergency.
What kind of emergency?
It's the sink in the bathroom. It's clogged, and there's water all over the floor. And that's not all. The hairdryer won't turn on.
I'm so sorry. Don't worry, Mrs. Johnson. I'll send a plumber and an electrician right away. I'm sure they're both fixable.
Conversation 3.
Front desk. How can I help you?
This is Mr. Prentice in room 1517. I have a problem.
Yes, Mr. Prentice. What seems to be the problem?
It's the air conditioning. It's freezing in here.
Have you tried shutting it off?
Of course. That's why I'm calling you.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Prentice. Is there anything else we can help you with today?
Actually, yes. The coffee maker is making a funny sound.
We'll take care of everything. Don't worry.
Conversation 4.
Front desk, Marlene speaking. How may I direct your call?
This is Miss Lee in room 608.
Excuse me, what room did you say you were in?
608?
Certainly. How can I help you?
There's a problem with my fridge.
Not working?
Yes, that's right. Everything's warm, and the fridge door won't close.
I'm sorry. I'll have someone look at it right away.
Now listen again and write another problem for each room. Page 58. Reading. Read and listen.
Pro Musica. Very good.
I have a large family, and we all love music and listen all the time. Everyone likes different kinds of music, So we needed a system that permits all of us to listen to what we want, when we want, and where we want. With the Pro Musica, I can listen to opera in the kitchen while I'm doing the dishes, and my wife can listen to hard rock in her home office. The kids? Now there are no more arguments, because each one can listen to different music with a pair of the wireless earbuds that come with the system. The Pro Musica comes with 6 pairs, enough for a large family of music lovers like us. The sound quality is spectacular, and the remote is simple and easy to use. I recommend the Pro Musica for all these features. It's convenient. Everything you need is built into the system, so you can enjoy your music all from one source. It's popular. All my friends love this system. I decided it was time for our family to get one too. I understand that more households use the Pro Musica than any other home music system, so that tells me it's good. It's portable. The entire system, including the tiny yet powerful speakers, comes in a small, easy-to-carry case, so you can take it with you when you travel. You can use the system with standard electricity or its own battery pack. It's affordable. One Pro Musica system costs much less than the many different electronic devices most people have in their houses now. It's guaranteed. Pro Musica promises that if you are unhappy with the system for any reason in the first year, you can return it for a full refund. How great is that?
Page 59. Exercise C.
Listen to classify.
Listen to the radio advertisements for some crazy gadgets. Check all the adjectives that describe each product. Exercise D. Pair work. Choose one of the 3 gadgets. Listen again and take notes. Then try to convince your partner to buy the product. Use the features vocabulary from the reading on page 58. Advertisement 1.
Having trouble sleeping? Thinking about taking sleeping pills? Try the Sleeper. Our portable CD player plays relaxing sounds of nature to help you fall asleep. But you'll have to move fast. This popular gadget is on everybody's gift list for the holidays.
Advertisement 2.
Are you considering air conditioning your home or office? Stop. Before spending all that money, ask to see Cool as a Cucumber, the amazing, portable, affordable air conditioner you wear. Yes, you heard right. You wear Cool as a Cucumber around your neck. And it's so small you can take it anywhere, to the beach, to the office, even on the bus. So stay cool with Cool as a Cucumber.
Advertisement 3.
Be the first person in your school or office to have the Scribbler, the world's first electronic pencil. Just plug the convenient Scribbler into any outlet and start writing. Notes, ideas, plans, lists, memos. Makes writing so easy and fast, you'll save hours every day. And it's guaranteed for a full year. If you don't love your Scribbler, we'll give you your money back. No questions asked.
Page 60. Review. Exercise A. Listen to the conversations about problems with products and appliances. Write a sentence to describe each problem. Conversation 1.
This thing is such a lemon.
What thing?
My smartphone. It's not working. They should call it a dumb phone.
Conversation 2.
My laptop's driving me crazy.
Why?
It makes this funny sound every time I turn it on.
Conversation 3.
It's so hot in here.
Well, no wonder. The air conditioner is off.
I know. It won't turn on.
Conversation 4.
This coffee is still cold.
Heat it up in the microwave.
I tried, but the microwave door won't close.
Again? That thing is a total piece of junk.
Top-notch pop song. It's Not Working Again. To read the lyrics and sing along, turn to the end of this book.
calling on my cell phone. I need a little help with a fax machine. It's not working and it's pretty bad. I feel like I've been had, if you know what I mean. I'm coming to the store right now. Can you show me how to use it? The front lid won't open when my cat's around. It squeaks and makes a funny sound. It's not working again. It's driving me crazy. It's not working again. Driving me crazy. I called yesterday and a guy named Jack said, I'm busy right now, can I call you back? He didn't even ask me what was wrong with it. He didn't want to hear the short and long of it. I just bought the thing yesterday and it won't turn on, so please don't say, I'm sorry to hear that, that's a shame, that's too bad. It's all a game. It's not working again. It's driving me crazy. It's not working again. It's driving me crazy. I'm not looking for a laptop computer or an X340 or a PDA. Just tell me what's wrong with my fax machine so I can say goodbye and be on my way. It won't send a copy of my document. The paper goes through and it comes out bent. On second thought, it's guaranteed. I want my money back. That's what I need. It's not working again. It's driving me crazy. It's not working again. You're driving me crazy. Come on. It's not working again. It's driving me crazy. It's not working again. Not again.
Page 62. Exercise A. Vocabulary. Activities.
Look at the graph.
Play basketball.
Go running.
Go swimming.
Play soccer.
Go bike riding.
Do aerobics.
Play golf.
Go dancing.
Go walking.
Take a shower.
Lift weights.
Cook dinner.
Clean the house.
Go shopping.
Study English.
Talk on the phone.
Watch TV.
Sleep.
Page 63. Exercise C. Photo story. Read and listen to people talking about playing tennis.
Hi, Joy. What are you up to?
Lynn, how are you? I'm playing tennis, actually, in the park.
You play tennis? I didn't know that.
I do. About 3 times a week. Do you play?
Not as much as I'd like to. Well, why don't we meet at the park on Saturday? This coming Saturday? Sorry, I can't. I have to work. What about Sunday? Perfect. Hey, how about your husband? Can he come too? Ken? No way. He's a total couch potato. He just watches TV and eats junk food. He's so out of shape. Too bad. My husband's crazy about tennis. Listen, I'm on my way home right now. Let's talk tomorrow, okay? Terrific.
Page 64. Pronunciation. Can, can't. Exercise A. Read and listen to the pronunciation and stress of can and can't.
I can call you today.
I can't call you tomorrow.
Now listen again and repeat in the pauses. Exercise B. Listen to the statements and check can or can't.
1,
I can play the guitar.
2,
I can't cook.
3,
I can't play tennis at 10.
4,
I can play tennis at 6:30.
5,
I can go swimming on Saturday.
6.
I can't go swimming on Sunday.
Now listen again and repeat in the pauses. Page 65. Conversation model. Exercise A. Read and listen to two people planning an activity together.
Hey, Gary, why don't we go running sometime?
Great idea. When's good for you?
Friday morning at 9?
Sorry, I can't. I have to work on Friday.
Well, how about Sunday afternoon at 2?
That's good for me. See you then.
Page 66. Vocabulary.
Places for sports and exercise.
Exercise A. Read and listen.
A pool, an athletic field, a golf course, a track, a tennis court, a park, a gym.
Now listen again and repeat in the pauses. Page 66.
Grammar.
Frequency adverbs. Listen and repeat in the pauses.
Always.
Almost always.
Usually. Often. Generally.
Sometimes. Occasionally.
Hardly ever.
Never.
Page 67.
Listen to activate grammar.
Listen to the conversations. Circle the frequency adverb that best completes each statement. Conversation 1.
Do you play golf?
Once in a while.
Like how often?
Oh, I get to the golf course maybe, twice a year.
That's all?
Conversation 2.
So how often do you get to the gym?
A few times a week.
Oh yeah? That's pretty good.
Yeah, usually 3 times a week, but once in a while 4.
Conversation 3.
Why don't we get together and play tennis sometime?
That would be great. I play at the tennis courts in the park all the time.
Really? We should definitely play there then.
Conversation 4.
Well, I'm off to the pool. Wanna come?
Me? I don't think so.
Come on, you can burn some calories.
No way. Swimming's not for me.
Conversation 5.
What are you doing this afternoon?
Nothing special. Why?
You want to go bike riding?
Did you know I'm a big bike riding fan?
Actually, no, I didn't.
It's true. I ride my bike every weekend, rain or shine.
That's great.
Page 67. Conversation model. Exercise A. Read and listen to two people talking about habitual activities and future plans.
Hey, Nancy. Where are you off to?
Hi, Trish. I'm going to the gym.
Really? Don't you usually go there on weekends?
Yes, but not this weekend.
How come?
Because this weekend I'm going to the beach.
Page 68. Listening comprehension. Exercise A. Listen for main ideas. Listen to people talking about their fitness and eating habits. Check the box next to the name if the person exercises regularly. Exercise B. Listen for details. And check each person's habits. Mark Newell.
My name is Mark. I'm 23, and I do a lot to stay in shape. 4 or 5 days a week, I run on a treadmill at the gym for about 30 minutes, and then I lift weights for about an hour. My wife thinks I'm crazy. She goes to an aerobics class, but I don't take exercise classes or anything like that. And of course, I also try to eat right. I generally skip things like rice, bread, or pasta. And I avoid sweets, if I can. I go with meat and veggies, and some fruit. But it's hard to eat like that all the time, so once in a while I pig out on junk food, maybe some pizza or a burger. But that doesn't happen very often.
Rika Oinuma.
Hi, my name is Rika and I'm 18. I don't go to a gym, but I do what I can to stay in good shape. For example, I ride my bike to school every day. It's about 30 minutes each way. That's exercise, right? And I almost always play golf with my friends on weekends. When it comes to food, I watch what I eat. I think it's important to avoid foods that aren't good for you and to choose foods that are. I don't eat fried foods or any foods that are high in unhealthy fat. They say fish is very healthy, so I eat a lot of that. My only problem is I have a sweet tooth. I love sweet things. And of course, sweets are high in calories.
Richard Clark.
I'm Richard Clark, 34 years old. Listen, I don't exercise at all, and that's just the truth. I don't have the time, and I just don't like it. My brother Patrick is big on exercise. He goes to a gym several days a week, but that's just not for me. And I don't understand all this stuff about eating healthy food. What's wrong with real food? It's good. It's good for you. What's the problem? I just relax and enjoy my meals. I avoid eating big portions. I eat slowly. I think people should just relax and eat what they want, okay? That's my opinion.
Page 68. Pronunciation. Third person singular S. Exercise A. Read and listen to the 3 third-person singular endings.
Sleeps. Eats. Works.
Goes. Plays. Avoids.
Watches. Exercises. Munches.
Now listen again and repeat in the pauses. Page 70. Reading. Read and listen. When you think you can't.
Mark Zupan. When he was 18 years old, a terrible accident made Mark Zupan a quadriplegic and changed his life forever. At first, he could hardly move his arms or legs normally. However, after a lot of hard work, he was able to use his arms to move his wheelchair, and he could even stand for a short time and take a few slow steps. Zupan, or Zoop to his friends, became a quad rugby champion, helping his team win a gold medal in the Paralympic Games.
I dream about running all the time,
He says.
but you can't live in the past.
Today, Zupan frequently gives talks and raises money for his sport and appears in movies and TV shows. Anyone who spends time with him forgets that he's in a wheelchair. He lifts weights at the gym every day, drives a car, and goes to rock concerts.
A lot of people think quadriplegics can't do anything.
He says. To stay in shape, Zupan is careful about his diet and avoids unhealthy and fatty foods.
Just think of me as a human being and an athlete, because that's who I am.
Bethany Hamilton. At the age of 13, surfer Bethany Hamilton had a dream. She wanted to be a champion in her sport, but she lost her left arm when she was attacked by a shark. A month later, she was surfing again. Today, she's a professional competitive surfer. Because she can only use one arm, she has to use her legs more to help her go in the right direction. Hamilton practices every day at the beach. She has a prosthetic arm, but she rarely uses it, and never when she's surfing. Hamilton often appears on TV. She wants to help other people follow their dreams, even when they face great difficulties.
People can do whatever they want if they just set their hearts to it and just never give up.
In 2011, Hollywood made a movie about her experience. Bethany has a happy life and got married in 2013.
Page 72. Review. Exercise A. Listen to the conversations. Check the statements that are true. Conversation 1.
Hey, why don't we go running together sometime?
Good idea. I need to burn some calories.
What do you mean? You're in pretty good shape.
Well, I eat way too much junk food. And after work, I just sit around and watch TV. I think I need to start exercising again.
Then let's start tomorrow.
Conversation 2.
Fred, what are you doing here?
Angela, what a surprise. I never see you here. Do you come to the pool often?
I'm afraid not. This is my first time in months.
So you don't swim regularly?
You know me, I'm basically a couch potato, but everyone has to change sometime, right?
Conversation 3.
So, what do you do to stay in shape?
Not much, actually. I'm just one of those people who can eat and never get fat.
I wish I could do that. If I'm not careful about the calories, I'm in big trouble.
Don't you do anything to stay in shape?
Me? No way.
Conversation 4.
Did you read about this blind athlete, Dave Healy?
No. What does he do?
He's a runner. He runs in marathons all over the world.
How can he do that if he can't see?
Well, he has to get help from another runner who can see. But from what I hear, the other runner has to work really hard to keep up with him.
Top-Notch Pop Song, A Typical Day. To read the lyrics and sing along, turn to the end of this book.
The couch potato sits around, he eats junk food by the pound. It's just a typical day. Watching as the world goes by, he's out of shape and wonders why. It's just a typical day. Every night he dreams that he's skydiving through the air. And sometimes you appear. He says, what are you doing here? He cleans the house and plays guitar, takes a shower, drives the car. It's just a typical day. He watches TV all alone, reads and sleeps, talks on the phone. It's just a typical day. Every night he dreams that he's skydiving through the air. And sometimes you appear. He says, what are you doing here? I'm sorry, Mr. Couch Potato's resting right now. Can he call you back? He usually lies down every day of the week, and he always has to have a snack. Now all his dreams are coming true. He's making plans to be with you. It's just a typical day. He goes dancing once a week. He's at the theater as we speak. It's just a typical day. Every night he dreams that he's skydiving through the air. And sometimes you appear. He says, what are you doing here?
Page 75. Exercise C. Photo story. Read and listen to a phone call from someone returning from a trip.
Hi, Nancy. We're home.
Kate, when did you get back?
Late last night.
So, did you have a good time?
It was fantastic. Phil and I really needed a vacation.
So tell me all about your cruise.
Well, the ship was huge, and they had everything. Incredible food, entertainment, family activities. There were always lots of things to do.
And what was Hawaii like?
Hawaii? Just awesome. The beaches were really beautiful.
Cool.
And in Maui we went windsurfing. And in Oahu we went snorkeling. But most of the time we just sat on the beach and enjoyed the view.
Now that's my kind of vacation.
I can't wait for the next one.
Well, welcome home.
Page 76. Vocabulary. Adjectives to describe trips.
Intensifiers.
Exercise A. Read and listen.
Our bus trip was so scary.
The flight was very bumpy.
It was really short. It was really long.
Our train trip was pretty scenic.
It was quite comfortable.
The drive was kind of boring.
Intensifiers.
So,
Very.
really,
Pretty.
quite.
Kind of.
Page 77. Conversation Model. Exercise A. Read and listen to someone greeting a person arriving from a trip.
Welcome back.
Thanks.
So how was the flight?
It was pretty comfortable, actually.
That's good. Hey, can I give you a hand?
It's okay. I'm fine.
Are you sure?
Absolutely. Thanks.
Decline help.
It's okay. I'm fine.
No thanks. I'm okay.
Accept help.
Thank you.
That's really nice.
Page 78. Conversation Model. Exercise A. Read and listen to someone describing a vacation.
Were you on vacation?
Yes, I was. I went to Paris.
No kidding. Did you have a good time?
Fantastic. I stayed in a really nice hotel and ate at some wonderful restaurants.
That sounds nice. Tell me more.
Page 78.
Grammar, the simple past tense.
Some irregular verbs. Listen and repeat in the pauses.
Buy, bought.
Do, did.
Drink, drank.
Eat, ate.
Find, found.
Fly, flew.
Get, got.
Go, went.
Have, had.
Leave, left.
See, saw.
Sit, sat.
Sleep, slept.
Spend, spent.
Swim, swam.
Take, took.
Come, came. Lose, lost.
Meet, met.
Ride, rode. Steal, stole.
Page 79. Pronunciation. Simple past tense ending, regular verbs. Exercise A. Look at the chart and listen to the pronunciation of the simple past tense ending, ed.
D. Played. Rained. Studied. T. Cooked. Watched. Introduced. Id. Waited. Needed. Visited.
Exercise B. Listen to the verbs. Circle the ed ending you hear. 1,
Tried.
2,
Walked.
3,
Needed.
4,
Checked.
5,
Danced.
6.
Wanted.
Page 80. Before you read. Exercise A. Vocabulary. Adjectives for vacations. Read and listen.
It was relaxing.
It was exciting.
It was interesting.
It was unusual.
Now listen again and repeat in the pauses. Page 79. Read and listen.
Now that's my kind of vacation.
Our clients share their favorite destinations among our popular vacation packages.
Vacation 1. For your health and well-being. The perfect getaway for Vegas, Jet and Spy and hotel in Bali, Indonesia. At home, we worked really hard and we needed some time off. Our spa vacation to Bali was perfect. They really took care of us. My wife and I enjoy excellent healthy meals and some interesting workshops on healthy living and medication. It was so quiet there. For exercise, we went swimming and bike riding. I'm going back again next year.
Jason K., Seattle, U.S.
Vacations 2.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bungee.
Do you dare? A total adventure at Victoria Falls. What a brilliant vacation, located at the Zambezi River on the border between Zambia and Zimbabwe. The Victoria Falls are fantastic. You cannot believe how big they are, absolutely huge. The idea of bungee jumping, that was really scary, but I tried it, and it was so exciting. I wanted to go it again. If you like adventure, this is the place to go.
Paula B. Dartford, UK.
Vacation 3.
Global Village Project.
Learn about another culture and help the world. My vacations to Tajikistan lasted 26 days, and we helped build new homes for 10 of those days. On the other days, we went sightseeing and bought souvenirs. The people were incredibly nice, and we loved the food. There were 12 other volunteers in this work. The work was actually fun, and we got to know each other pretty well. In the end, we felt really nice and good, and I would definitely do it again.
Arturo Manuel R., Monterrey, Mexico.
Page 82. Before you listen. Exercise A. Vocabulary. Bad and good travel experiences. Read and listen. Bad experiences.
The weather was horrible.
The weather was awful.
The weather was pretty bad.
The weather was terrible.
The people were so unfriendly.
The people were so cold.
They lost my luggage.
Someone stole my wallet.
Good experiences.
The weather was amazing.
The weather was fantastic.
The weather was terrific.
The weather was wonderful.
The people were so friendly.
The people were so warm.
They found my luggage.
Someone returned my wallet.
Now listen again and repeat in the pauses. Page 83. Listening Comprehension. Exercise A. Listen for main ideas. Listen to the conversations. Check whether, at the end of the vacation, the person had a good experience or a bad one. Exercise B. Listen for details. Listen again and complete the statements about each vacation. Conversation 1.
Martha, you're back.
Yeah.
So, tell me about your cruise.
Well, there isn't much to tell.
What do you mean?
Well, I didn't really have a very good time.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
What can I say? The food was horrible.
Oh, no.
My room was too small and the entertainment was terrible.
Sorry to hear that.
Well, I'll never do that again.
I don't blame you.
Conversation 2.
Do anything special over vacation?
Yeah, we took the kids to Disney World.
No kidding. How was that?
It was fantastic, and the hotel was just perfect. Great food, nice people. But you won't believe what happened.
What?
Well, we got a car and drove there from Miami.
Yeah?
On our second day there, someone stole the car.
No!
Yeah, we couldn't believe it, but it was no big deal. We had to fill out a lot of forms, and they found it the next day.
Wow.
But believe me, it didn't stop us from having a great time at Disney World. It was just amazing.
Conversation 3.
Matt, you look great. When did you get back from vacation?
Just yesterday.
So tell me about your trip. How was it?
Don't ask.
What do you mean?
Everything went wrong. When I got there, I found out that they lost my luggage. When I asked about it, the people were very unfriendly. They didn't help me at all.
Oh, no.
2 days with no clean clothes. It was a very bad start.
Too bad. How did the rest of your vacation go?
Well, the hotel was beautiful. I had a great room, but on the third day, someone stole my laptop.
Oh, no.
It was pretty hard to have a good time after that.
Conversation 4.
Hey, I'm back.
Hey, how was your vacation?
Okay.
Okay.
Did you have a good time?
Yeah,
Was the food good?
it was wonderful.
How were the people? Warm? Friendly?
They were great.
So, no problems?
Not really.
Then why do you look so unhappy?
It was too short.
Page 84. Review. Exercise A. Listen to each person describe a good or bad vacation experience. Write the number of the speaker next to the type of trip he or she took. Exercise B. Listen again. Circle the adjective that best describes each experience. 1.
You want to hear about my flight? Oh, it was terrible. First of all, there was a terrible storm. Everyone was afraid, including me. The children were crying. I was frightened we weren't going to arrive at all. I never want to go on a flight like that again.
2.
The weather was just wonderful. It was warm and sunny every day. In the morning we went swimming and sat in the sun. We had very nice lunches, which we ate right at the beach. After lunch, we slept for about an hour, and then we went shopping or walked around the town. In the evening, we just walked along the beach and watched the sun go down.
3.
Let's see. I left my house about 4. I drove up the coast and it was really scenic. There really was no traffic, so it went pretty fast. I got there about, I guess by 5:15. I really thought the trip was going to take at least 2 hours. Not bad at all.
4.
Well, we took the train there this time instead of flying. The trip was long, but very nice. We had big windows so we could see everything. The mountains were just beautiful, especially in the early morning and late afternoon. And for part of the trip, we could actually see the ocean. I loved it. Just beautiful.
Top-notch pop song. My Dream Vacation. To read the lyrics and sing along, turn to the end of this book.
The ride was bumpy and much too long. It was pretty boring. It felt so wrong. I slept all night and it rained all day. We left the road and we lost the way. Then you came along and you took my hand. You whispered words I could understand. On my dream vacation, I dream of you. I don't ever want to wake up. On my dream vacation, this much is true. I don't ever want it to stop.
The food was awful. They stole my purse. The whole 2 weeks went from bad to worse. They canceled my ticket. I missed my flight. They were so unfriendly. It just wasn't right. So I called a taxi and I got inside. And there you were, sitting by my side.
On my dream vacation, I dream of you. I don't ever want to wake up. On my dream vacation, this much is true. I don't ever want it to stop.
You were so unusual.
The day was so exciting. I opened up my eyes and you were wish is true. I don't ever want it to stop.
Page 86. Exercise A. Vocabulary.
Clothes and clothing departments.
Look at the online catalog. Then listen and repeat in the pauses.
Outerwear.
Jackets, sweaters, gloves,
Underwear and lingerie.
boxers, bras, panties,
Hosiery.
socks, tights, pantyhose,
Bags and accessories.
purses, belts,
Sleepwear.
men's and women's pajamas, women's nightgowns, bathrobes,
Athletic wear.
running shoes, shorts, running pants.
Page 87. Exercise C. Photo story. Read and listen to a conversation between a clerk and a customer about a sweater the customer wants to buy.
Excuse me, how much is that V-neck?
This red one? It's $55.
That's not too bad. And it's really nice. Could I get it in a larger size?
Here you go. This one's a medium. Would you like to try it on?
No thanks. I'll just take it. It's a present for my sister. Would you be nice enough to gift wrap it for me?
Of course.
Page 88. Vocabulary. Types of clothing and shoes. Read and listen. Casual clothes.
Jeans. A t-shirt. A sweatshirt. A polo shirt. Sweatpants.
Sweaters and jackets.
A crew neck. A cardigan. A turtleneck. A V-neck. A windbreaker. A blazer.
Shoes.
Oxfords. Loafers. Sandals. Running shoes. Pumps. Flats.
Now listen again and repeat in the pauses. Page 89. Conversation model. Exercise A.
Read and listen to someone pay for clothes.
I'll take these polo shirts, please.
Certainly. How would you like to pay for them?
Excuse me?
Cash or credit?
Credit, please. And could you gift wrap them for me?
Of course.
Responses.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Okay.
Sure.
Certainly.
Page 90. Vocabulary. Clothing that comes in pairs. Exercise A. Read and listen.
A pair of gloves. A pair of pantyhose. A pair of tights. A pair of panties. A pair of pajamas.
A pair of jeans.
A pair of pants. A pair of shorts. A pair of boxers. A pair of briefs. A pair of socks.
A pair of shoes.
Page 90. Exercise B.
Listen to infer.
Listen to the conversations. Complete each statement with the name of a clothing department. Conversation 1.
Do you see a store directory?
Yes, it's right over here. What do you need?
I need a pair of nice warm gloves for my sister.
Conversation 2.
These pajamas aren't comfortable. They're too small.
Would you like me to get you a couple of new pairs when I go shopping?
That'd be great. Thanks.
Conversation 3.
Look at these great tights. They have pictures of animals on them. Don't you just love them?
Not particularly. They're a little wild for my taste.
Well, if you really don't like them, I'll take them back to the store.
Conversation 4.
Can I help you, sir?
Yes, I'm looking for boxers. I only see briefs.
They're right over here. Just follow me.
Thanks. I need a pair in extra large.
Page 90.
Grammar. Comparative adjectives. Spelling rules.
Small, smaller.
Cheap, cheaper.
Large, larger.
Loose, looser.
Heavy, heavier.
Pretty, prettier.
Big, bigger.
Hot, hotter.
More expensive. Less comfortable.
Irregular forms.
Good, better.
Bad, worse.
Page 91. Conversation model. Exercise A. Read and listen to someone ask for a different size.
Excuse me, do you have these gloves in a smaller size? I need a medium.
Yes, we do. Here you go.
Thanks.
Would you like to take them?
Yes, please. Thanks for your help.
My pleasure.
Page 92. Before you listen. Vocabulary. Interior locations and directions. Read and listen.
Top floor.
Top level.
Third floor.
Third level.
Second floor.
Second level.
Ground floor.
Ground level.
Basement.
In the front.
On the left.
In the back.
Down the hall.
On the right.
Take the escalator. Go down the escalator.
Go up the escalator. Take the stairs. Go down the stairs.
Go up the stairs. Take the elevator.
Page 92. Prepositions of interior location. Listen and repeat in the pauses.
On the first level.
On the ground floor.
On the top floor.
In the basement.
In the men's casual department.
In men's casual.
Page 92. Listening comprehension. Exercise A. Understand locations and directions. Listen to directions in a department store. Write the number of each location in the white boxes on the floor diagrams. Location 1.
Where are men's sweaters?
Right here on the ground floor, in men's casual. That department is in the back of the store, right in front of the elevators.
Back of the store? Thanks. Oh, and the restrooms?
In the basement near the elevators.
Thanks.
No problem.
Location 2.
Yes, sir. How can I help you?
I'm looking for the shoe department.
Men's or women's?
Children's, actually.
The children's department is upstairs. Take the escalator to the second floor and walk to the back of the store. It's right there. You'll see it.
Location 3.
Excuse me. Where's the restaurant?
There are two restaurants, sir. There's a coffee shop and a self-service buffet.
The coffee shop.
That's downstairs in the basement.
How do I get there?
Just take the escalator and turn right when you get off.
Location 4.
Excuse me, ma'am. Where's the lingerie department? I'd like to buy something special for my wife.
The lingerie department is on the top floor in the front of the store. Just go up the stairs and turn right.
Location 5.
I'm looking for purses.
Purses? They're in accessories.
Where's that, please?
Go straight down the hall. It's just after you pass the escalators.
Thanks.
Page 93. Pronunciation. Contrastive stress for clarification. Exercise A. Read and listen.
The shoe department is upstairs, on the third floor.
Excuse me, the first floor?
No, it's on the third floor.
Now listen again and repeat in the pauses. Page 94. Before you read. Vocabulary. Formality and appropriateness. Read and listen to each pair of antonyms. Formality.
Formal.
Informal.
Appropriateness.
Appropriate.
Inappropriate.
Strictness.
Liberal.
Conservative.
Now listen again and repeat in the pauses. Page 94. Reading. Read and listen.
Travel smart.
Okay, you're planning a foreign trip. After you get your passport, reservations, and tickets, it's time to think about clothes. Clothing customs can vary from very liberal to quite conservative. Compare clothing do's and don'ts in two popular destinations.
Turkey.
Pack light clothing for the heat. Even though most tourists wear t-shirts and shorts, Turkish people usually wear more modest clothes, dresses or blouses with sleeves for women, and short-sleeve shirts and long pants for men. For tourists visiting Turkey's beautiful historic places, casual, comfortable clothing is fine for men and women. If you visit a mosque, however, the dress code is stricter and shorts are definitely inappropriate for both men and women. Women must cover their knees, shoulders, and head, and men must cover their knees and shoulders. Everyone must remove his or her shoes. On Turkey's beaches, on the other hand, anything goes for tourists. Shorts, t-shirts, and sandals or flip-flops are normal for both Turkish people and foreigners.
The United States.
United States weather in July differs by region. A good rule of thumb is to check an internet weather site to be sure. The dress code is generally liberal, so it's common in the warmer months for Americans of both sexes to wear t-shirts, shorts, and sandals or flip-flops on the street and in informal settings. But young people frequently wear some pretty wild clothes. The dress code, however, is definitely not anything goes in schools, formal restaurants, or religious institutions. There, more conservative clothes and shoes are appropriate, with women wearing skirts, dresses, or nice pants with a sweater or a blouse. But even in more formal places like offices, women never have to cover their arms. For men, in formal settings, a suit and tie or a nice shirt and a blazer are always appropriate.
The Savvy Voyager.
Hello, traveling to Dar es Salaam, Tanzania next week, and I need some info on clothing do's and don'ts. I'm in Holland right now, where the dress code is pretty liberal, more liberal than where I come from in Germany. Their attitude is anything goes, and they wear some pretty wild things here. How strict are the rules there?
Hi, traveling girl. I go there quite a bit, and my general rule of thumb for East Africa is to keep your shoulders covered and to wear below-the-knee pants or skirts, no sleeveless shirts or tank tops. The culture is pretty conservative, and women dress modestly. Don't show too much skin.
Okay, Jillian 25, but it's incredibly hot and humid there, just about all year round. Traveling girl should pack for the heat. Cotton blouses, in light colours. Casual, comfortable, light pants. Sandals. She didn't say, is this a business trip or pleasure?
A mix of both. A little business in Dar with my husband, then a quick safari to see the animals. Then I plan on spending at least one weekend at the beach. What's the story there?
There really are no hard and fast rules, but in tourist areas like beaches, it's more informal and relaxed, and most modest clothing is okay. A bathing suit's fine at the beach, as long as it's not too revealing. But in general, in towns near the coast, the rules are stricter, and it's inappropriate to wear shorts or miniskirts, so carry a piece of cotton cloth that you can fix easily about your waist.
And let's not forget your husband. For business and formal meetings, a lightweight suit is always appropriate for both of you. and a tie for him.
Page 96. Review. Exercise A. Listen to the conversations. Use the context to infer which department the people are in. Listen more than once if necessary. Conversation 1.
Can you help me?
Certainly, ma'am.
Do you have these pumps in a smaller size? They're a little large.
Conversation 2.
Excuse me, I'm looking for a windbreaker.
Certainly. Is a light windbreaker okay?
Yes, thanks. We're going to Tanzania. They say it's incredibly hot there this time of year, but very windy.
Conversation 3.
Excuse me, where are the less expensive purses?
Just over there, across from the belts.
Conversation 4.
Do you think you could gift wrap these tights for me? They're a present for my daughter.
I'm sorry, but I can't. We don't gift wrap in this department. But if you go to the service desk, they can help you with that.
Conversation 5.
I just love this nightgown, but my husband says pink isn't a good colour for me. Do you have it in black?
I think we do. What size, madam?
Extra large, please.
Top-notch pop song, Anything Goes. To read the lyrics and sing along, turn to the end of this book.
The shoe department's upstairs, it's on the second floor. Women's casual is down the stairs there by the door. This helpful store directory shows every kind of clothes. I look for the department where it says anything goes. At home and when I travel, I always like to wear pajamas in the daytime with the blazer and a pair of socks on my fingers and gloves on my toes. Anything goes. On the ground floor there's a restaurant and a photo studio. So I take the escalator down to the floor below. There are turtlenecks and t-shirts, there are cardigans and jeans. In every size and color, they look comfortable and clean. At home and when I travel, I always like to wear pajamas in the daytime with the blazer and a pair of socks on my fingers and gloves on my toes. Anything goes. The salesperson says, here you go, try it on, that's not too bad. Let me see if I can find you something better. Some people say that black clothes are more flattering than white, or they think that they look nicer in the day or in the night. Their clothes can't be too liberal or too conservative. If I love it, then I wear it, that's the way I wanna live. At home and when I travel, I always like to wear pajamas in the daytime with the blazer and a pair of socks on my fingers and gloves on my toes. Anything goes.
Page 99. Exercise C. Photo story. Read and listen to a conversation between two people trying to catch a flight.
Excuse me, do you speak English?
Actually, I'm French, but yes.
Thank goodness. I'm looking for Terminal 2.
No problem. I'm on my way there now. Just follow me. So, where are you flying today?
Manila. Then I'm connecting to a flight home.
Well, that's a coincidence. I'm catching a flight to Manila too. Flight 56?
Yes, but we should hurry. The plane's boarding in 15 minutes.
And where's home?
Brazil, São Paulo.
No kidding. I'm going to go to Sao Paulo next week.
Really?
What a small world.
Page 100. Vocabulary. Kinds of tickets and trips. Exercise A. Read and listen.
A one-way ticket.
A round-trip ticket.
The local.
The express.
A direct flight.
A non-stop flight.
An aisle seat.
A window seat.
Now listen again and repeat in the pauses. Page 101. Conversation model. Exercise A. Read and listen to someone buy tickets.
Can I still make the 5:12 bus to Montreal?
I'm sorry. It left 5 minutes ago.
Too bad. What should I do?
Well, you could take the 5:30.
Okay. One ticket, please.
One way or round trip?
Round trip, please.
Ways to express disappointment.
Too bad.
What a shame.
Oh, no.
Page 102. Vocabulary. Travel services. Exercise A. Read and listen.
A rental car.
A taxi.
A limousine. A limo.
A hotel reservation.
Now listen again and repeat in the pauses. Page 103. Exercise B.
Listen to infer.
Listen to the conversations. And complete each sentence with be going to and infer the name of a travel service. Conversation 1.
Good morning. How can we assist you today?
I'm flying to Bogota on October 6th, and I need a limousine.
Certainly. For you alone?
No, I'll be traveling with my 3 children. We'll have lots of luggage.
That's no problem. I can book you a limo with a large trunk for the luggage. Are you going to need a hotel reservation in Bogota?
No, thank you. Bogota is my home.
Conversation 2.
Yes, sir. Can I help you with something? I hope so. I'm arriving in Seoul on October 4th and I need a hotel reservation. I'm very concerned because I don't speak any Korean. Don't be concerned, sir. The hotel staff all speak English.
Conversation 3.
Excuse me. I need some help with a rental car reservation overseas.
Yes, of course. Please have a seat. I'll be right with you. Now, ma'am, where do you need that car?
In New York, at John F. Kennedy Airport. I arrive on the 3rd.
Of October?
Yes, at 11:30 p.m. Is that too late to get a car?
Certainly not. Nothing's too late in New York.
Conversation 4.
Excuse me, do you work here?
Yes, sir. How can I assist you this afternoon?
I'm arriving in Montevideo from Porto Alegre on October 4th at 8 o'clock in the morning. I have a reservation at the Hotel del Centro. I'll need either a taxi or a limousine. Are there limousines from the airport to the hotel?
Let me check. Actually, no. You'll need to take a taxi.
Is it possible to make a reservation? I have a lunch meeting and I want to be sure I don't have to wait for the taxi. Is that possible?
Anything is possible. If you'll just give me a moment, I'll go online to see what the options are.
Page 103. Conversation model. Read and listen to a conversation between a travel agent and a business traveler.
Hello, Baker Travel. Can I help you?
I hope so. I'm going to need a car in Dubai.
Certainly. What date are you arriving?
April 6th.
And what time?
Let me check. 5:45 p.m.
Page 104. Before you listen. Exercise A. Vocabulary. Airline passenger information. Read and listen. 1.
Depart.
2.
Arrive.
3.
Take off.
4.
Land.
5.
Go through security.
6.
The gate.
7.
An agent.
8.
A boarding pass.
9.
A passenger.
10.
The departure lounge.
Some flight problems. The flight is overbooked.
The flight is delayed.
The flight is canceled.
Page 104. Page 105. Listening comprehension. Listen for details. Listen to the announcements and write the flight information. Exercise B. Listen to understand announcements. Listen again. Check the travel problems.
Lanka Airlines Flight 692, with service to Antofagasta, Chile, and continuing service to Santiago, is now ready for boarding through Gate 26B. Passengers with boarding passes should pass through security and proceed immediately to the gate. This is a gate change for Lanka Airlines Flight 692, with service to Antofagasta, Chile, and Santiago. The new gate is Gate 16C. This is a gate change for Lanka Airlines Flight 692, with service to Antofagasta, Chile, and Santiago. The new gate is Gate 16C.
This is an announcement for passengers on Lanka Airlines Flight 692 with service to Santiago with an intermediate stop in Antofagasta. Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. The captain informs me that there is a mechanical problem and the new departure time will be at 7 o'clock. If you're traveling on Flight 692, please take your seat. The flight has been delayed. The new departure time is 7 o'clock. We're sorry for the delay. Ladies and gentlemen, Lanka Airlines Flight 692 to Antofagasta with continuing service to Santiago is now available for boarding through Gate 16C. Passengers requiring assistance or with small children will be boarded first. We are now ready to board passengers in the Wide World Alliance or those passengers with first class or business class boarding passes. Have a good flight.
Page 105.
Pronunciation, intonation for offering alternatives.
Listen to the rhythm and intonation of alternatives. 1.
Well, you could take the train or the bus.
2.
They could wait or reserve a later flight.
3.
Would you like one-way or round trip?
Now listen again and repeat in the pauses. Page 105.
Now you can understand airport announcements.
Read and listen to the announcement by the gate agent. Make sure you understand the details.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Rapid Air Flight 58 from Brasilia to São Paulo is overbooked. We apologize. We need 2 volunteers to give up their seats on this flight. There are seats available on all later flights to São Paulo. If you volunteer to take a later flight, Rapid Air will give you a free round-trip ticket anywhere we fly. The free ticket is good for 1 year.
Page 106. Before you read. Exercise A. Vocabulary. Transportation problems. Read and listen.
We had an accident.
We had mechanical problems.
We missed our train.
We got bumped from the flight.
We got seasick.
Now listen again and repeat in the pauses. Page 106. Exercise B.
Listen to activate vocabulary.
Listen and complete each statement with the vocabulary. Conversation 1.
You'll never believe what happened on our holiday.
What?
Well, we took this great cruise, but the weather was really bad. The sea was so rough it was even hard to walk.
Oh no, what bad luck. Well, was the food good at least?
Food? Are you kidding? We couldn't eat a thing. We felt awful.
Conversation 2.
How was the trip with your family?
It ended well, but it started badly.
What do you mean?
Well, the airport limo hit a bus.
Did anyone get hurt?
No, but it was really scary.
Conversation 3.
How was your trip?
Pretty good, except for one thing.
What was that?
Well, they overbooked our flight and we couldn't get on.
What do you mean they overbooked your flight? You had tickets, didn't you?
Yes, but so did 200 other people. There were only 110 seats on the plane.
Oh no, so what happened?
Well, it turned out okay. They put us on a later flight, but we got in too late for the party.
Conversation 4.
What time does your parents' train arrive?
Well, it was supposed to arrive at 5, but they called to say it was late.
How come? What happened?
I'm not sure. Something about the doors on the train. I think they wouldn't close. But they fixed it. They're just late.
Conversation 5.
What are you doing home?
There was a ton of traffic, and we got to the airport 5 minutes late. Unfortunately, the flight left on time.
Well, that was bad luck. Most flights leave late. What are you going to do?
It's okay. We're going to take the first flight out in the morning.
Page 106. Reading. Read and listen.
Got bumped from a flight? Maybe it's not so bad after all.
As most travelers know, airlines commonly overbook flights because of the large and predictable number of no-shows, people who have reservations but don't show up for the flight. Overbooking helps airlines limit the number of empty seats on their flights. However, if a flight is overbooked, some passengers with confirmed reservations have to get off the plane. Getting bumped isn't always a bad thing, however. There's a growing number of passengers who feel lucky if their flight is overbooked. Why? Because airlines have to provide bumped passengers with cash, free flights, hotels, and/or meals to compensate them for their inconvenience. In fact, airlines usually ask for volunteers to get off an overbooked flight in exchange for those perks, and many passengers say sure and happily deplane. Some people even make a habit of choosing flights that are likely to be overbooked, just so they can volunteer.
Driver blames GPS for train crash.
Bedford Hills. Last night, Edward Carter, 43, of White Plains, told police that his car's global positioning system, GPS, instructed him to make a wrong turn directly onto the train tracks in Bedford Hills. When he turned, his car became stuck on the track, and he had to abandon the car. In a statement to the police, the man said he was driving north with his son on the Sawmill Parkway at about 8 p.m. They planned to go to a restaurant on Route 117. Following the instructions from his GPS unit, he exited the parkway at Green Lane. But then, instead of driving to Route 117 and turning right there, he made a very wrong turn. He turned right at the railroad tracks. The man and his son tried to move the car off the tracks, but they couldn't. Shortly afterward, a Metro-North commuter train hit Mr. Carter's car. Luckily, there were no deaths or injuries. Police say that drivers need to pay attention to the road, not the GPS unit.
Page 108. Review. Exercise A. It's 7:26 a.m. now. Listen as you look at the departure board and use reasoning to determine if each statement is true or false. Circle T, true, or F, false. Conversation 1.
Oh my God, look at the time. It's almost 7:30.
We are definitely going to miss the train.
Absolutely. Track 19 is all the way on the other side of the station.
Conversation 2.
Do you train?
I don't know. It's already 7:26. The schedule says it leaves at 7:25.
Yeah, I guess we missed it.
Conversation 3.
Oh no, the train left 16 minutes ago. What should we do?
Have breakfast. The next one's gonna leave in an hour.
Conversation 4.
Excuse me, sir?
Yes?
I'm looking for track 8.
No problem. That's where I'm going. Just follow me.
Conversation 5.
Hey, what are you doing here? Do you usually take the 831?
Actually, no. I got up late and then I had a problem with my car. So I missed my train. Now I'm going to be late for a meeting.
Conversation 6.
What time is it?
Let me check. 7:26.
Do you think we can still make the early train to Boston?
Are you kidding?
Now listen again and use reasoning to determine if each statement is true or false. Circle T, true, or F, false. Top-notch pop song, 500 Ways. To read the lyrics and sing along, turn to the end of this book.
You could take the bus, or you could take the train. You could take the ferry, or you could take a plane. Baby, it's a small world when all is said and done. We have so many options. The question is which one? There are 500 ways to get here. What are you gonna do? You could get a one-way ticket to see me. I'm waiting here for you. You should really hurry. When are you gonna call and make your reservation? You could miss them all. And do you know how long you are gonna stay? You could come and be with me forever and a day. There are 500 ways to get here. What are you gonna do? You could get a one-way ticket to see me. I'm waiting here for you. Follow me. Follow me. Yes, you can follow me. You have my phone number and you have my address. Tell me, are you coming on the local or express? There are 500 ways to get here. What are you gonna do? You could get a one-way ticket to see me. I'm waiting here for you. I'm waiting here for you.
Page 110. Exercise A. Vocabulary. Financial terms. Listen and repeat in the pauses.
An exchange rate.
Cash.
Foreign currency. An ATM.
A fee.
Page 111. Exercise C. Photo story. Read and listen to people shop for souvenirs.
Oh no, I'm almost out of cash, and I want to get a gift for my mom. I sure hope these shops accept credit cards.
I'll bet they do. Let's go in here. They have some really nice stuff. And I want to get some souvenirs of our trip.
Great.
Hey, what do you think of this?
It's gorgeous, but it's a bit more than I want to spend.
Maybe you can get a better price. It can't hurt to ask.
I don't know. I'm not very good at bargaining.
Excuse me. Maybe I can help. Let me show you something more affordable.
Oh, that one's nice too. How much do you want for it?
40 euros.
I'll take it. You do accept credit cards, don't you?
Sorry, no. But there is an ATM right across the street.
Page 112. Grammar. Superlative adjectives. Superlative.
The cheapest.
The nicest.
The easiest.
The biggest.
The most comfortable. The least comfortable.
The most portable. The least portable.
The most difficult. The least difficult.
The most expensive. The least expensive.
Irregular forms.
The best.
The worst.
Page 113. Conversation model. Exercise A. Read and listen to someone ask for a recommendation.
I'm looking for a pressure cooker. Which is the least expensive?
The Steam 2000, but it's not the best. How much do you want to spend?
No more than $100.
Well, we have some really good ones in your price range.
Great. Could I have a look?
Page 114. Conversation model. Exercise A. Read and listen to someone bargain for a lower price.
How much do you want for that rug?
This one?
No, that one's not big enough. The other one?
300.
That's a lot more than I want to spend. I can give you 200.
How about 225?
Okay, that sounds fair.
Page 115. Pronunciation. Rising intonation for clarification. Use rising intonation to ask for clarification. 1.
Could I have a look at those bowls?
These small ones?
No, the big ones.
2.
How much is that vase?
This green one?
That's right.
Now listen again and repeat in the pauses. Page 115. Vocabulary. How to bargain. Exercise A. Read and listen. Buyer's language.
How much do you want for that shawl? That's more than I want to spend. I can give you 20 for it. Would you take 30? All I have is 40. It's a deal.
Seller's language.
How much do you want to spend? I could go as low as 70. I can't go lower than 60. You can have it for 50. How about 45? It's a deal.
Now listen again and repeat in the pauses. Page 115. Exercise B. Listen for details. Listen to people bargaining. Complete each statement with the amount they agreed on and the type of item. Conversation 1.
How much do you want for that vase?
The green one? You can have it for 35.
35? That's more than I want to spend.
Well, I can go as low as 30, but that's it.
Okay, it's a deal.
Conversation 2.
That's a nice chair. Would you take 75 for it?
This one?
No, that one's too big, the smaller one.
You can have it for 90.
How about 80?
Sorry, I can't go lower than 90.
Are you sure?
Sorry.
Okay, it's a deal. Is there an ATM nearby?
Conversation 3.
How much is that bowl?
The big one?
That's right.
How much do you want to spend?
I can give you 20 for it.
How about 25?
Sorry, all I have is 20.
There's an ATM right around the corner.
There is? Okay, it's a deal.
Conversation 4.
How much do you want for that bag?
95.
95? I can give you 70.
Sorry, that's not enough. I can go lower than 90.
Well, all I have is 80.
How about 85?
Sorry, all I have is 80.
It's a very nice bag.
It really is. I can give you cash.
Cash? Well, okay, it's a deal.
Page 116. Reading. Read and listen.
When should I tip? It's the question every traveler asks.
In some countries around the world, you never have to tip. But in most countries, at least 180 of them, tipping is customary, and the rules can be quite complicated.
Restaurants.
In the U.S., restaurant servers expect a tip of 15 to 20% of the check, depending on how satisfied you are with the service. In most other countries, however, it's about 10%. In the U.S., you leave your tip on the table, but in Austria and Germany, it's considered rude if you don't hand the tip directly to the server. In Europe, restaurants almost always add a service charge to the check, so you don't need to leave a separate tip. But in the U.S., a service charge is only added for groups of 6 or more people, so it's a good idea to look carefully at your check.
Taxis.
In the U.S. and Canada, taxi drivers expect a tip of 15% of the taxi fare. However, in South America and many European countries, you don't usually tip taxi drivers. Instead, you can round off the fare and say, keep the change. For example, if the fare is 3.8 euros, you just round it off to 4 euros.
Hotels.
What about the porter who carries your luggage? In Australia, you tip about $3 Australian, $2 US per bag. But in most countries, a tip of about $1 US is fine. You can also leave about $1 to $2 US a day for the housekeeper who cleans your hotel room. So check the internet for information on tipping customs before you travel. And remember, you never have to tip if the service is terrible.
For your information.
Never tip in these countries: Japan, Korea, Malaysia, New Zealand, Singapore, Thailand, United Arab Emirates, Vietnam.
Page 118. Before you listen. Exercise A. Vocabulary. How to describe good and bad deals. Read and listen.
She got a great deal. She saved a lot of money. It was a real bargain.
He got a bad deal. He paid too much money. It was a total rip-off.
Now listen again and repeat in the pauses. Page 118. Listening Comprehension. Exercise A. Listen for main ideas. Listen to the conversations about shopping and complete the chart. Exercise B. Listen for details. Write the price each person paid. Conversation 1.
I just got some gifts for my family. Look.
Nice. Hey, I love this vase. How much did you pay for it?
20 euros. It's really nice, isn't it?
That's all? It's beautiful. I'd say you got a real bargain.
You think so?
Definitely. I'll bet it's worth a lot more than that.
Conversation 2.
Look, I got a really great price on this camcorder.
Oh yeah? What did you pay for it?
Only 400 pounds.
400? Wow. I hate to tell you this, but I think you paid way too much.
You do?
A camcorder like that one should cost a lot less. I'm sorry.
What a rip-off. I'm going to take it back.
Conversation 3.
Guess what? I just saved a ton of money on this DVD player.
How'd you do that?
They were having a sale, $100 off.
That sounds great.
So what'd you pay for it?
$150.
Uh-oh.
What?
I just saw an ad for that same player for $120.
Oh, I guess I got a bad deal.
Conversation 4.
Look at this great souvenir I bought.
Let me see. What a beautiful sweater. Looks expensive.
Well, it wasn't. I only paid 18,000 pesos.
No kidding. What a great deal. It looks much more expensive than that.
Maybe I'll buy another one.
Page 120. Review. Exercise A. Listen to each conversation. Write the item that the people are talking about. Indicate whether the item is satisfactory or unsatisfactory to the customer, and circle the adjectives that the salesperson uses to describe the product. Conversation 1.
Can I help you, ma'am?
Yes, I'm looking for a new laptop.
Well, the Icon is the lightest and fastest laptop we carry right now.
It's nice, but it's a bit more than I want to spend.
Well, I can show you something more affordable, but it won't be the best.
Conversation 2.
Can I help you, sir?
I think so. Can I have a look at that jacket?
You mean the blue one?
No, the one next to it.
Oh, nice choice. Here you go.
Is it a medium?
Yes, it is. And it's the warmest jacket we have.
Really?
And it's also our least expensive.
Okay. I'll take it.
Conversation 3.
I'm looking for a nice vase.
Well, we have some very beautiful vases right here. Would you like to have a closer look at any of them?
Those are a little too big, I think. Do you have any smaller ones?
Sorry, ma'am. These are the smallest vases we have, I'm afraid.
Well, they are beautiful. Can I take a look at the blue one?
Of course. Here you go.
It's really nice. But I want to put it on my bookshelf, and I'm afraid it's just too tall.
Conversation 4.
Let me show you the Jayco X30. If you're looking for a camcorder that's easy to use, this one's the best.
Well, I don't know.
It's also very affordable.
Well, I guess that's good.
And it's the lightest model you can buy. Here, hold it yourself.
You call this light? This is way too heavy for me. What other models do you have?
Top-notch pop song, Shopping for Souvenirs. To read the lyrics and sing along, turn to the end of this book.
Take out a check or a credit card. The bank has a good rate of exchange, and everything here is in my price range. The easiest part of this bargain hunt is that I can afford anything I want. Whenever I travel around the world, I spend my money for two. Shopping for souvenirs helps me to be near you. I try to decide how much I should pay for the beautiful art I see on display. To get a great deal, I can't be too nice. It can't hurt to ask for a better price. Whenever I travel around the world, I spend my money for two. Shopping for souvenirs helps me to be near you. Yes, it's gorgeous, and I love it. It's the biggest and the best, though it might not be the cheapest. How much is it? More than all